Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Young here, and today I'm back with another Fortnite tips and tricks video for you guys. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to increase your stats in Fortnite and as well how to increase your KD in Fortnite. Raising your stats in Fortnite can be a pretty difficult thing to do, but I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks to help you guys out with that and to raise your stats the fastest way possible. And before we get into the video, I'm going to be launching up another V-Buck giveaway. If you guys want to win some free V-Bucks, all you have to do is to drop a like on this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on my notifications, and leave a comment down below of your Xbox gamer tag, a PSN gamer tag, or Epic account. I will be announcing the winners in exactly 1 week, so if you guys want to win some free V-Bucks, make sure you guys enter the giveaway, and I will be making all the announcements. And if you guys want to see behind the scenes kind of stuff, make sure you guys add me on Snapchat. It's going to be Young Humor YT. I'm going to be posting a bunch of different stuff on there, as well as the winners of the V-Buck giveaway, so make sure you guys add my Snapchat. And alright guys, let's go right to the video. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to raise your stats in Fortnite, and specifically your KD in this video. This is a 16 kill solo win, and for most of you guys who watch my video a lot, I rarely ever play solos. I usually just play duos, and I have other gameplays like 19 and 18 kill duo games, but because I never really post a solo gameplay, I thought I might as well post one. So first, I'm going to show you guys what my stats are and what my stats are for this season. And the reason I'm going to do that is because this season, my stats have been so much higher. I mean, so much higher. It's not even close to other seasons and previous seasons. This season, I've definitely tried a lot more for stats, and that's why I've been able to raise it so high. So I'm going to pull up on my screen what my stats are. So here are my overall stats. This is not the stats for the season. This is the overall stats. I have a total of 5,000 games played. I have almost 1,300 wins. I have 1,281 wins. My win percentage is 25%. My kills in total is 22,000, and my KD ratio is a 5.64. So these are my current stats, and right before Season 6, the day before Season 6, what my stats were. I don't have a screenshot, but I know exactly what my stats were. The day before Season 6 is the day I hit 1,000 wins. So right before Season 6 is when I hit 1,000 wins. And my KD ratio right before Season 6 was just under a 5. So in between this start of Season 6 and now, I've been able to raise my KD over 0.64, which is absolutely insane. It's only been 4 weeks and I've been able to raise my KD that much in just that short amount of time. And because my KD is a lot higher, it is harder. The higher your KD is, the harder it is to raise it. So if your KD is a little bit lower, don't worry, it's probably the easiest to raise, because once you get your KD up there like 3, 4, even 5, that's when it gets harder and harder to raise your stats. And the lower your stats are, that's actually not even a bad thing. So if you guys don't like exactly where your stats are, maybe you think your stats are a little bit too low, but you're going to be able to raise your stats a lot easier than you would for someone with even higher stats. Because the lower your stats are, if you have a really good game, it's going to impact and raise your stats a lot higher than you would if you had a higher KD ratio to start off with. So I'm going to show you guys next what my stats are for Season 6 and explain exactly how I was able to raise my KD from basically just under a 5 KD to a 5.64 in just that short of amount of time. So here are my stats for Season 6. As you can look at the top, it says Season 6 total. So these are the total stats of Season 6. I have 278 wins, which is actually a little bit too much. I'm not even going to lie, I've been playing this game a little bit too much. I think I'm like ranked 20 something on the duo leaderboards for Xbox. So something crazy like that. So I've been playing a little bit too much duos. I haven't really been trying to grind for the duos. I was just playing a lot of duos. I just happened to check the leaderboards because someone told me that was on the leaderboards, which I didn't even believe it at first, and then I checked and I happened to be on, so I guess that was pretty cool. And my win percentage for the season is 45% with over 4,000 kills and a 12.18 KD ratio. So as you can tell from my overall stats and then these stats, you guys can clearly tell that I've been playing so much better in Season 6. I don't know if it's because the new updates are coming out. Maybe I'm just trying a little bit harder. But my stats for this season are clearly much more higher than they were the season before. So definitely when you want to raise your stats, I wouldn't focus too much on your overall stats. Just try to focus on getting your season stats as high as possible. Because if you focus on your overall stats, it might be kind of difficult to raise it. Because if you're just looking at your overall stats, and this is the case for me, I would have to have multiple high kill or multiple really good games in a row just to raise my KD ratio by even just 0.01. So it takes a little bit of effort to raise your stats. So if you focus on upping your season KD, your overall KD will go up over time. So that's what I would definitely focus on. I think it's a lot more helpful to focus on something like that than just to focus on the overall. And another key thing to focus on when you want to raise your stats is you have to focus on, I would say, less of getting that one really good game and you want to focus more on being consistent, because you'd rather have more consistent 4 kill W's, or even just getting consistent 4 kills in a game, than just trying to have one 10 kill game. Because say you do get that 10 kill win, it really won't help you that much if you're constantly dying. Maybe like 4 or 5 games in a row you're dying right after the start of the game with 0 or even 1 kills. Getting that 10 kill win after multiple games of losing with only 1 kill really isn't going to help your stats much at all. So when going to raise your KD or going to raise your stats, you're going to have to focus more on trying to be more consistent with lower kill wins than you are when going for that one big win every single game. And I don't mean just hiding in a box the entire game and playing super slow and only getting like 2 kills a game, because that's extremely boring. And for me personally, I land tilted almost every single game. I landed those high kill areas just because I like to go for a lot of kills. I'm ranked like number 9 this season in duos for kills, so I'm going all out for kills every single game. But at the same time, I'm always remembering to play smart. I'm not going to rush the guy on top of a hill spraying down at me when I only got like 200 mats and no shield. I also have to play smart, and I also have to play in a way that I'm making sure that I'm not going to just die some dumb death. So I'm making sure I'm playing smart. And just by doing that one simple thing, I'm able to get more consistent 7 or 10 kill games than I am to just get that one really high kill game and lose a ton of other games. And one other thing I'd just like to point out, it's kind of sidetracked in this game, is exactly in this game I've decided to use the double barrel, because I almost never use the double barrel after the nerf on it. But I really feel like the double barrel really isn't that bad in a solo gameplay. Of course, in a duo or squad gameplay, it could be said otherwise. Because of the reload timer, you only have 2 shots, and it's not the most consistent gun in the world. So when you're using this gun, you really have to make sure you're barrel stuffing for every single shot, just so you can get the most amount of damage possible. I might actually start using the double barrel a little bit more in my solo gameplays. I'm not sure yet. Let me know what you guys think, if you guys use the double barrel at all, because personally, I haven't even touched this gun in like 2 weeks. But back to KD, so some other things that I would want to mention about KD ratio is one extremely important factor when it goes into determining a KD ratio, and that's winning games. If you guys can consistently win more games, and like this season, as you guys can see, I'm at like a 40+ win percentage. In duos, I'm almost near a 50. So with all those wins coming in, I'm able to raise my stats and my KD so much quicker, just because KD ratio is your average kills per death. But if you win a game of Fortnite, it doesn't count as a death. So every time that you win a game, those are added kills towards your KD ratio. That's not going to hurt it in any way. So the 2 things that have helped me the most when it comes to raising my KD ratio is high kills and wins. I think it's really important that you have to balance the 2 if you guys want to raise your KD. And for me personally, I go all out for kills every single game. That's what I like to do. I like high kill games. I don't like to sit in a box the entire game. It's kind of boring. Kind of like 90% of every single leaderboard player out there just sits in a box the entire game with like two kills per match. Just a complete boring way to play. And it's kind of sad that I'm out beating all these kids who sit in a box the entire game. You know, I'm already ranked 26 on the leaderboards. You have half these guys sitting in boxes with 2 kills a match, and they still can't beat me on the leaderboards. That's so pathetic. That is so pathetic. But getting a high kill win is the best thing to do for your stats. And the reason why I say high kills and wins as separate, because wins, of course, every single kill that you get in a win is just added bonus towards your stats. I've lost a lot of games in this season, but the thing that helps me out the most when I lose these games, the majority of times in this game that I'm losing, I say I have at least 4 kills on a lot of the matches. Some of these matches I have 7, 8 kills. Maybe I even have a 12 or 13 kill game that I choked. But a lot of these games, the games that I'm losing, they're even high kill games as well. So even if I lose the games, even if I die, it's still going to help my KD ratio out. But of course, wins are going to help the most. So I think that's really important to find the perfect balance between getting high kill games and also getting the win. Because the highest KD players you see will also have some of the highest win percentages in the game. And that all adds up. The more wins you're going to get, of course, the higher your KD is going to be. But if you get those high kill wins, which I would also always recommend focusing on, going for those high kill games. Because the more kills you get and the more wins you take from those high kill games, the more it's going to help out your stats and help you raise your KD. So I hope these tips will help you guys raise your KD in this game. And the last tip I can give you guys is try to focus on your season KD. Try to get that as high as possible. Just focus on that. And maybe every single day, just try to focus on raising your KD even like the slightest bit. Because as long as it's going up, it's going in the right direction. So it doesn't matter if you raise it up by a little bit or a lot. As long as it's going up, that's always a good sign. And alright guys, that's all for this video. Hope you guys liked this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like on this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Turn on my notifications. And remember to add my new Snapchat if you guys haven't already. It's YoungHumorYT. Make sure you guys add that on Snapchat. And alright guys, I will see you in the next video.